Boruto episode 71 review. Now, this episode, I'd say, was a very decent episode. Nothing really too crazy except for at the end, and that's what I'm talking about at first for right now. Now, Mitsuki, it looked like he quote-unquote went rogue, if that was a thing. Now, they did leave it up to a lot of speculation. I'm not going to, of course, give you guys any spoilers because I do know the spoilers for the next upcoming episode. But Mitsuki actually looks like he's going to go rogue in this episode. Now, there's a couple things I want to go over on why I feel like Mitsuki probably went rogue or why it looks like Mitsuki went rogue. I'm not really completely sure if he did go rogue. I didn't formulate my actual opinion yet. But Mitsuki goes into his apartment. He actually sees his door or his window wide open. Now Mitsuki steps on some sand. Now obviously at the sight of sand, we automatically off the rip think of Gaara. Now of course we don't know if Gaara has any sort of relationship with Mitsuki. We do know that Mitsuki's father is Orochimaru, and Orochimaru did end up killing Gaara's father. But I really highly doubt that's going to play any part in this arc. But now if it were to play any sort of part in this arc, I'm pretty sure it would be a situation where Gaara actually agreed with Orochimaru, saying like, hey, you owe me one because you did end up killing my father, something like that. And probably Mitsuki has to go finish some sort of duty that has something to do with Gaara. But for the sake of being realistic, I strongly doubt that Gaara would be actually like bribing Orochimaru or Mitsuki to be killing anybody or doing anything too crazy, mainly because we are at a state of peace. Gaara is entwined with Naruto. Naruto and Gaara, they do have the same goal, which is peace throughout all the ninja villages. So I strongly doubt Gaara will be starting anything, but seeing sand right there was extremely weird. Now I do want to tell you guys, the writers just wouldn't put sand right there for no reason. The writers of Boruto and the writers of Naruto, they do a great job of symbolizing things, and the sand does symbolize Gaara, so I have no idea what's going on. But going further, he does see a letter on his bed. Now when he sees the letter on his bed, I'm not completely sure what it was, because obviously right after that he burned it. Now right after he burned it, we see shinobi that were supposed to be defending the Hidden Leaf Village. Now I ain't gonna lie to you, these shinobi look extremely fodder. They look super weak. But from that scene, what I took away from it was that Mitsuki attacked some Hidden Leaf ninja. Now I'm not completely sure if it was Mitsuki himself. The reason why I say it is Mitsuki is mainly because we've seen his lightning style. Now I'm pretty sure you guys look at that yellow lightning style, it looked a lot like the lightning style that Mitsuki used in the past, and that pretty much led me to think it was Mitsuki. Now of course Mitsuki isn't probably the only person that has lightning style like that. I'm pretty sure we all know that Mitsuki has an older brother, which is Log. Now Log could possibly be making his debut in this arc right here, which I really hope for, mainly because a lot of people in the Boruto fandom really like Log. He's an extremely mysterious character just like Mitsuki. But another thing I wanted to talk about was the fact that we did see a Leaf Shinobi headband fall. Now I'm not completely sure if that's Mitsuki's. It might be Mitsuki's, but I'm hoping that it's not Mitsuki. I do have to say something. Probably if Mitsuki did end up going into Sage mode right off the bat, his headband would probably fall off, because as you guys know, he has the horn on his head. Now it probably hurt if he'd still have the headband on. But this arc is definitely heating up. That's what I do gotta say. Now for the rest of the episode, I feel like it was a fairly decent episode. I'm super surprised that my man's Anoki is still alive. They said he was over 100 years old. Another thing, like the Boruto writers, they're complete trolls. I've been saying this for the longest, and we still did not get to see Tsunade. I don't really think there's any set or good reason why we're not seeing Tsunade. I was really hyped to see Tsunade in this episode, but it looks like she was not in this episode. They did hold a 5 Kage summon, and during that 5 Kage summon, they were basically talking about the Otsutsuki clan, and I did hear some very interesting news. It's basically the fact that, you know, the Otsutsuki clan are probably not going to be attacking for right now, mainly because traveling from dimension to dimension takes up a lot of chakra. That's actually true. You know, Urashiki does look like he's pretty much chilling as of right now, but the thing about Urashiki, which is like very different from Sasuke, you know, Sasuke did tell everybody like, yo, it takes a lot of chakra to travel from dimension to dimension. The thing that's different between Urashiki and Sasuke is that Urashiki is part of the Otsutsuki clan, so he possibly has like an almost infinite amount of chakra. They're always eating those chakra pills, so traveling to dimension, you know, it probably isn't that much of a strain on Urashiki as it is for Sasuke. That kind of tells me that Urashiki could possibly attack at any time. Now this episode was surrounded around Mitsuki. Mitsuki was basically trying to find out his will. Now obviously it started off with Unojin. Unojin basically brought in this chick, and this chick actually looked up to Unojin like it was his father, and Mitsuki kind of thought that was the same thing, mainly because the first person that he really seen other than the people that he lived with at the time that basically created him was Boruto, and he thinks that, you know, because he's seen Boruto at first, that's what drew him to Boruto. And throughout this episode we kind of seen Mitsuki start to do things for himself. Like in the past, Mitsuki would always defer to Boruto. Mitsuki would always say, all right, I'm gonna do what Boruto's doing, and we even see that in this episode when Boruto ordered something from the store and Mitsuki said, I'm gonna order the same thing that you ordered. But throughout this episode, we kind of seen Mitsuki stray away from that. Mitsuki didn't really do the same thing that Boruto did. Like when we seen Boruto choose a rock, Mitsuki didn't also choose a rock. Things like that, just little small things like that, and you just get the sense that Mitsuki's really questioning who he is and who his friends are, and of course Boruto falls into that. Now, I'm really hyped for the next episode. I really want to see what's going on. I want to see if Mitsuki actually did this. Hopefully it wasn't him, because I really hate for a scene where Mitsuki does end up going rogue and now he's in a lot of trouble. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, man. Do you guys think that Mitsuki actually went rogue, or do you guys think that it's a whole misunderstanding? It's probably something that Mitsuki has to do, or Mitsuki is subliminally trying to protect the village? Let me know what you guys think. But it's being a boy, Baara B, and we out.